Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Uyime Cereal. Alright, we are still on our journey to the phobia land. On our last video, we talked about Amaxophobia, which was said to be fear of chicken. In case you miss any of our videos, kindly click the link on the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable the bell icon to get more notifications. Alright, let's get to the business of the day. So today we will be talking about Amaxophobia. Amaxophobia is fear of driving. So kindly imagine that every other single human being had this Amaxophobia. No one will be traveling from one place to the other because we will all be in our houses watching TV and enjoying ourselves because no one wants to die. Funny enough, we have the brave ones. It doesn't mean you're not brave, you're also brave yourself. But I'll just describe what this Amaxophobia is, the symptoms, how to identify them, and the possible treatment. So please stick around and stay with me as I take you through this journey. Okay, Amaxophobia is a fear of being in a vehicle, either a passenger or a driver. Oh no, that's terrible. So it doesn't matter who is driving and who is the passenger. You don't just want to be in motion. You don't want to be in any moving car, and it's bad. So this phobia can actually be very serious and life limiting. Trust me. In fact, even without saying this, we should know it is life limiting, and then it makes things very difficult or even impossible for people to be in a car, bus, train, airplane. Oh god. Amaxophobia is also sometimes known by other names including oxophobia, motophobia, but we generally call it Amaxophobia. So if you hear motophobia is a specific phobia for people that don't like to be in a vehicle, while Amaxophobia is more vast. It also involves train, involves a plane, a bus, and all of that. So after defining what Amaxophobia is, let's move to the symptoms of Amaxophobia. So specific symptoms of this Amaxophobia include: number one, an intense fear of getting into an accident. So this is caused by a bad experience over time. You get, so you feel scared that this is going to happen again. You might get yourself involved in an accident, so you don't even want to try entering a moving vehicle, but it has to stop. And then being afraid of injuries or fatal injuries that resulted from an accident, you get. And also it could be as a result of fear of being trapped in a vehicle. So there's this imagination that comes to your head, and you feel like you start thinking, so what if this car stops and the door doesn't want to open? What is going to happen to my life? And that is terrible. And then some physical symptoms such as sweating. I told you before that there are some similar symptoms in all of this phobia, and sweating cannot just be excluded because, of course, once anxiety comes, you start perspiring. So you are going to see it physically, that you start sweating, you start trembling, your heart will start racing as if you've seen a ghost, and then you might have nausea, and in fact, it can lead to panic attack. And you know, Amaxophobia is like any other phobia. It runs from mild to severe. All right, like I said, so it can start from little, and that could be that you're just generally scared of having an accident. I mean, almost 70 to 80% of the humans, of people we have around, including myself, we are all scared to die. We are scared of accidents specifically. So it could be that mild, and it could be so severe that you wouldn't even want to ride a bicycle. It could be that bad, just so you don't have an accident riding a bicycle. So you will now have to prefer maybe trekking. How long can you trek from one place to the other? That is going to be very exhausting. So you see the need, you see why we need to actually treat this as soon as possible. You know, some people can actually travel and then they are inside a car, and then with a driver they fully trust, and a spouse or a parent, that's for the mild ones. Like I said, for the mild ones, there are people that they feel comfortable, they have confidence. Once they have confidence in the driver, they can stay. Meanwhile, they are still trying to hold the brake themselves with their legs, especially if you're actually in the front seat. So you try to hold the brake yourself while the driver is actually doing his or her job, all right? But then you have confidence in this person that is driving. Maybe the person is your parent, maybe your spouse, so you could stay. But others cannot even take a bus or a taxi because they don't know the driver, so they cannot even confide. Confide is not the word. Like, they don't have confidence in this very person driving, so they feel like I might die anytime. And trust me, the thought of that is not good at all. All right, so people with this phobia that allows it to get to the very severe, the peak of it, you might not even want to travel at all except on foot, and that is terrible. That is very, very terrible. So like I identifying this Amaxophobia. Amaxophobia is not recognized as a distinct condition, all right, in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. This DSM-5 is the diagnostic manual that doctors and other mental health professionals, they actually use to diagnose health conditions, okay? But for Amaxophobia, it is not really specific. Alright guys, so having said that, we are going to be moving to the causes of this phobia, Amaxophobia. So there are different causes. There are different number of causes or factors that characterize this development of this phobia, and one of it is genetics and family history. And then research actually suggests that living or having a close member who has a phobia or any type of anxiety disorder increases a person's risk of also developing a phobia. It is that bad. So you might just have to be careful, because if you're close to a family member or a friend, research has it that you have chances of having the same phobia. So people that have this phobia or any other phobia sometimes is caused by genetics and family history of just having to be close to your parent or your sibling that has this phobia. And then observation and modeling. You know, we like to copy a lot. That was by the way. But the truth is, we copy a lot. We model a lot, consciously and unconsciously. So when you start hearing stories about car accidents, and it happens everywhere, mind you, these are stories that you don't need to be professional about telling those stories. You just go ahead, hey, you don't hear what happen. They say accident happen, now 10 people die, and then you're going to the next place and the same thing. So over time, once you're exposed to these accident stories, and then you're observing other cars, people with cars having accidents yourself, that's even more terrific. Or people that have similar phobias, and then other influences can also contribute to development of specific phobia. Do you understand? So if you're observing, you start modeling. And then observing could also be listening. As you're listening to these things, as you're being exposed, like I said before, that you are a conscious manifestation of your thoughts, a conscious manifestation of what you expose your mind to every other time. So it's not really just hearing and living. You are giving it a thought, and once it happens, you're instilling fear into yourself, which is not good at all. And another one is experience. Traumatic experiences can also play a part in the development of a phobia, such as Amaxophobia that we're talking about like this. And then, do you know that research also suggests that traffic accidents are the most common causes of Amaxophobia? So I am just standing on my own, JJ. I wasn't going nowhere. I was trying to obey the traffic rules, and boom, one other person, a drunk person, is coming and is hitting me, and of course that gets me scared. So you begin to think that if I was situated in a place and this happens, what happens when I'm on motion? All right, so all of these can characterize, and it can increase the development of this fear from mild to severe. Okay, so the different factors that can actually cause these certain phobias, including this Amaxophobia, is fear of driving. So for some people, this condition, the fear primarily centers on anxiety about getting behind the wheel of a car. So it's just the thought of thinking that, oh, I want to drive today. The first thing that hits your head, mom, is what if you have an accident? I'd be like, oh, that's true. But then, why not ask yourself, what if I don't? All right. So you can build yourself over time by using the exposure therapy. Is my number one recommended solution to all phobias. You need to face it eyeball to eyeball. You need to tell yourself, I can do this, and you go expose yourself to things that get you so scared. Look them right into the eyes and tell them, hey, I am here, I am better, I can do this. All right. So there are just few treatments about this Amaxophobia, and usually anything that has to do with phobia, medications are part of it. But then we usually suggest therapy because, like I said, it is the main thing. All right. So exposure therapy is very important, and it's something that can help you to cope this very phobia. Amaxophobia, phobia of driving. When I say phobia now, it is fear. So that is fear of driving, which is Amaxophobia. Thank you guys for staying with me to the end of this video. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope that you start to practice these things one after the other, and then grow, because that is my happiness. That will make me super excited when I get to know that, oh, I start hearing testimonies like, "Wait, Miss Cyril, do you know I had this fear, and when I started practicing exposure therapy, I got better." That is what I want to hear, and I believe in you. I know you can do it. Don't let these phobias limit you to your dreams. Don't let them hold you back. They can halt you, so don't let yourself to be halted by these very phobias. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and then enable the notification icon just so you get more videos when we have content. Thank you so much. My name again is Miss Cyril, your favorite girl. Alright, see you on my next video. Bye bye.